What's up, people? Welcome to the GSC podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Lauchi, joined this week, as always, by Jamie C.
Hello.
Janny.
Hello.
And Johnny.
Hello.
It would have been a video podcast this week, but Janny's internet is fucking dreadful.
Whoa.
Well,
Hang on.
Put some
Do
of the
not
blame
pin
on
this
Johnny
on me.
as well.
Yeah.
Alright, in Janny's defense, at least he had a webcam.
Ooh.
Johnny straight up lied about having a webcam, but
I have no.
we don't hold grudges. We don't hold grudges.
Yeah, I got a webcam, mate. Finished
I
it.
got a webcam. This is 97.
Finished it, mate. Completed it. It's also the Big 50.
Yeah, it's the Big 50.
Big 50. We're half a century.
Half a century. That is a lot of podcasts. That is a lot of hours of us talking bollocks on the internet.
And you may, for the first time, not be listening to us on YouTube also, right?
This is true. If you don't want to listen to us here, if you don't want to sit in front of your PC or sit with your phone open listening to us on YouTube, you can head over to Podbean, SoundCloud, or Libsyn. Just search GSC Podcast and you'll find us, and you can download the episode there and listen to it at your leisure, on your commute to work or something. Or in the toilets at work when you're dossing.
Dossing? Careful how you walk.
Yeah. Dossing? Whatever. Let's start, as we always do, with what we've been playing / doing this week. Jamie, what have you been up to, bro?
I've done a few bits.
How annoying is this, doing this again, by the way? We did do this one time already, on camera, whilst we were recording video.
Time on camera?
As I started talking, I realised I am kind of repeating myself, so I'm going to switch it up a bit.
Yourself.
I'm going to switch it up a little bit and talk about Bloodborne first this time instead of the other way around. I have been playing a bit of Bloodborne, and I've been playing a bit of Bloodborne that I'm not really allowed to talk about. But in playing Bloodborne, what did I do? I couldn't record it and I couldn't stream it, so I got on Skype with Ben, and he was very excited. And I Skyped my TV screen. So that Ben could watch me play it.
I was so desperate to see it. When he told me he had access to the alpha, I was like, dude, I have to see this. And he was like, well, it's going live now. And I was like, cool, we'll stream it. Like, go on, put it on Twitch or something, and I'll come watch. And he was like, oh, I can't stream it because there was like an NDA, so I can't really like stream it or anything like that.
It just wouldn't even let you. It actually wouldn't let you do it.
So I was like, well, that's fucking bullshit, man. I want to see this. And he was like, hold on, give me a minute. Like, he disappeared for a second. Suddenly the camera pinged on. He like dragged his laptop round to face the TV. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing. I sat and watched him play an alpha on a terrible quality recording for like an hour and a half. And I fucking loved it.
Fuck the police.
We did it though, bro. We did it.
We did it,
Awesome.
man.
I enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm not really allowed to talk about the game, but it has kind of convinced me to buy it. If they don't want me saying that publicly, then they got something wrong. But I think I'm there. If February is a good time and I'm kind of bored of the order, then I'll probably be jumping on that one.
Bored of the order, as if the order's going to be good, man.
Oh, shut up. All right. Well, if I've got time to spare before The Witcher comes out, then shall we say? Should we do it that way around?
That's one, yeah.
Right,
that works.
Let's do it that way around. If you're in the UK, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is officially out in the cinema now.
Yes.
So even though I saw that 3 months ago, couldn't really talk about it then because of the ways I watched it. I have been back and actually paid money to go watch it at the cinema as well now, so I feel a bit better about talking about it.
Did you do it because you saw it beforehand, or?
He did it because it was Turtles and it's Jamie.
It's my thing, yeah. I was always going to be happy to give them my money for it, and the fact that it came out 3 months ago was completely unfair. I thought, fuck you, I'm watching it. And I did find a way. I didn't, it was going to be there. It was going to be there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And, fuck it. But I knew I was going to go back to the cinema and pay for it, so I did that as well. So I can talk to you about it now, and I can tell you that go watch it. Go watch it, yeah?
Is it
good?
Is there any bit in the film that's as good as the elevator scene?
They're all better than that bit.
Really? Because I see that bit online, I was just like, that is amazing. And everyone in the comments was like, this is the best bit of the film.
No. The whole Snowy Mountain chase bit is brilliant. Will Arnett is brilliant. Megan Fox is Megan Fox. And there's loads of like J.J. Abrams, Michael Bay screen flare.
Awesome.
Every time there's screen flare, that's just some of their jizz going across the lens. Give me more explosions, that's what they're saying.
Oh,
but
awesome.
Worth a watch though.
Well, from a TMN, from a Turtle fan, yeah, I'm going to say it, aren't I? But I still think it's an enjoyable cinema flick, and if you go see it on the big screen, do your Orange Wednesday, then you're not really worrying because you get 2 for 1, and it's worth it. Do it, definitely.
What level of film are we talking? Are we talking Transformers 1 or Transformers 2?
Well, Transformers 3 was the worst one.
Really? I thought 2 was worse than 3.
Yeah, I thought 3.
Rephrase the question then. Transformers 1 or Transformers 3?
Oh, it's more Transformers 1.
Alright, awesome.
It's not Transformers 3 by a mile. This is like, I don't know. No, watch it. Shut up. It's good, man. It's good. But otherwise, then, really, just lots of Smash Bros. and lots of... Well, actually, not lots of Smash Bros. Maybe a little bit of Smash Bros. Realising it's shit and then trading it in.
How long did it take you, after our little online session to realise that you hated it?
I think when I realised I was getting a headache from trying to play it and that the controls were stupid... So probably the next day when I realised I'm not actually drawn to playing this anymore.
We after we finished our sesh, right? I went down, took my 2DS downstairs, put it on the coffee table, left it there for a week, right? And then just took the game out, put it in the case, and took it to trade it in. Didn't play it again, man.
I think I played a little bit after that because I started going, I'll walk around the streets to get my coins and I can buy trophies in the game and then I realised that was just pointless and I wasn't gaining anything from doing that. No, poor controls, I think, are the big letdown. And also, like I said on the last recording that we didn't get to go with, that all the characters being unlocked, pretty much all the characters being unlocked, or too many being unlocked from the start, just meant I didn't feel like there was anything to achieve. That was my problem. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Nah.
Valid criticism. So.
Yeah, of course. I'm not. When I say it's shit, I mean by like a Smash Bros. Standard. Like
it's more the platform really you have a problem with, right?
I think it is. I think your comments early on that worried me about the camera being too small or the screen being too small. Sorry, they're very true of this. I think it is too small for this. I think some of it will be alleviated by the Wii U, so that's fine.
I have an exit there.
I'll do it that way. I'll do the Wii U one in a couple of months.
No, fair enough.
But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, that's me. I've done enough. I think I've done enough talking. Somebody else, Janny.
Cool, Janny. What you been up to, dude?
Right. Yeah, a bit of Smash Bros. But Jamie's pretty much covered everything.
I don't know. No, Jamie's told us what
how
he
do you
thought
feel
of
about
it.
it?
Yeah. What do you think about it?
God, you're not Jamie.
Yeah, but it's always difficult for me to talk about these games because
Not
I
at all.
suck.
If you enjoyed it, man, you're completely allowed to say that. We played some online, and when we were playing online, I was actually having a lot of fun. But
And Johnny, I'm on your side. I think it's a good game as well.
As soon as I played
I
down,
never said that.
I just didn't like it.
I never said that, Johnny. Basically,
I'm alone.
I think it's a bit short on content for the single player, and I understand it's not designed for that, and it's just like there's the multiplayer, go play it. But I've kind of tried all the modes, and now I just have to try it with all different fighters, and I can't help thinking that might get a bit dull. I'm not sure. I don't know. There's some good stuff in it, but yeah, it's a bit difficult at times to see what your character's doing. So it's a mediocre for me, really. I thought they could have done a little bit more.
I will say, highlight of my session playing with Jay was the match where it came down to sudden death, and I was playing as Shulk, and I'd never played as him before, and I charged towards Jamie, I jumped, double jumped, and did a jumping slash, completely missed Jamie, completely missed the platform he was on, and just flew straight down a pit.
Like the best thing ever.
It was amazing.
Actually, I did something very similar. I went to do a smash move. I wanted to jump up, go around behind them, and then do it. And I missed the edge and fell to my death, which was hilarious, but also quite annoying. Yeah, no, it's enjoyable, and I think if you're a general Smash Bros fan, you'll probably enjoy what's there. But I think the screen does let it down. And it's always
even with the XL, right? You got the XL.
Yeah, I got the XL. So, I mean, for what it is, at face value, yeah, it's good. But the Wii U one will be better because it will be on a bigger screen.
Yeah.
Just for that alone. Also, I noticed Ganondorf's missing.
No, he's not. Once you beat it once,
is it an unlock?
Yeah, he's an unlock.
Right. Okay, that's fine. Because Yeah, he's never been like that before. But yeah. Yeah. So that's my Smash Bros thing. I'm up to the final chapter on Danganronpa 2, so I'm hoping to finish that soon. And apart from that, and a bit of FIFA, Drive Club we'll talk about in a bit. I've been sessioning Walking Dead. I'm finally caught up, and I can talk to people about
We
this.
should probably point out this the TV series, not the Telltale Games video game series, right?
Yeah, I still need to get through the second game on that.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I've got. I think I might have it for PS3, but I don't have a PS3, so I might have to get a.
It's coming out on PS4.
It is out on PS4.
Yeah, I ain't paying for it again. Fuck off.
It's worth it.
Oh no, wait, maybe I haven't paid for it. I don't know, but yeah. So this is a TV series, and I've managed to session Series 3 and 4, and now I'm up to Series 5, and it's been a bit of a roller coaster in terms of enjoyment. But I don't know. Should we talk about that now? Is that something we want
I
to
don't
talk
mind
about?
talking about Walking Dead.
Wait.
I'm always down to
Right.
talk about Walking Dead.
Some
So-
sort of spoiler-free moment, but yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, do you want me just to put a caveat of there's huge spoilers coming? Do not listen beyond this point. Ben will tell
love
you when we
caveat.
stop. So
Yeah. Don't mention season 5, and I think spoilers are fine, because if you haven't
Yeah.
seen season 4 yet, you're silly.
All right, so those of you who haven't watched these up to season 4, up to series 5, do not listen. So basically, I can't say season 4 was really difficult to watch at times.
It was the
And
worst.
It is awful. Now, there's
Thank
there's a lot of talk between. Right, I have to get this off my chest, and I don't care if one of you shoot me down. Feel free. Herschel's death and that whole scene, that whole episode, and the couple before it, that where the governor comes back and then he's suddenly accepted into this fucking this new camp. Right, they all are suddenly so trusting of him, despite the fact that 3 of the people. Is it 3 or maybe 2 at least of the main guys suddenly die not long after he arrives, and then he goes, "We've got to go take over this place." That to me pissed me off. And then, bearing in mind they have a motherfucking tank that they know how to use, which is never really Oh no, maybe it is.
It's that dude, any that dude's from the
yeah,
army.
he had the army. That's right. Yeah. Okay. So scratch that. But so remember, the reason why he turned up to the prison and the way he got everybody to go with him was because they wanted to take it over. It was more secure. Blah 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 blah. And then the massive shitstorm happens, and I don't understand. And why does he cut off Herschel's head when he's got beef with the I can't remember her name now, the samurai,
Misha.
right? He's got beef with her, and he should absolutely hate her for everything. Both of them are his prisoners, and he chops off Herschel's head, not hers.
Because
Right.
he knows that Herschel's like a weaker target, and it's going to affect the group more. Because they've known Herschel way longer than they've known
It's an
Misha.
emotional level for the group, isn't it?
This is where you get shit screenwriting and brilliant screenwriting. We got the shit. What they should have done, right? And I don't care if this goes. I don't know about the comics. I don't know the role in the comics. But he should have killed her first, right? To make him to show them that he means business, and they would have already been. They would have all been rattled, right? You'd have had that same scene where Rick pleads with them, and then they could have continued with that bit,
Right.
and he chops off Herschel's head anyway.
Just to give, I did say earlier about this. I'd mentioned it on the podcast. I see you tweeting about it on there, saying about how angry you were made. The graphic novel is there's nothing really in comparison. Like they're very different.
Really,
So-
really
This is
different.
So, I
Interesting,
mean, you've
because
got the governor. He's a very different character. At the point that you're referring to now, in the graphic novel by now, he's already chopped Rick's hand off.
Mm-hmm.
He's already raped the shit out of Michonne, and he chops Tyrese's head off. It's a very different setup. Then, by the end of that issue, Laurel and the baby get shot through the stomach. This is all stuff you can't put on television.
Yeah.
Like the baby and the mum both get shot through together and killed, and you can't put any of this stuff on TV. No, that's why it has to be very different.
Yeah,
So
they're very
I
different.
I'm glad they're very different, because then I've got 2 different versions of The Walking Dead. But no,
Yeah.
I think we're limited with TV.
No, but that's fine. That's fine. I get that. I actually had no idea that's what happened in the comic, and,
Yeah.
and now I really want to read it because it sounds amazing. I didn't realise it was that graphic. Oh, yeah.
Oh, for fuck's
Comics brutal, man. Properly
governor.
brutal.
The governor is. I don't like him as a character in the slightest. I think he's a shit character.
You'd
And-
hate him more if you read the graphic novel version.
Yeah, but I think in the series he's just poorly written, and they sort of just keep him alive for the sake of being alive. And then they have this whole thing where he blows up the prison. The one thing he's trying to convince the people who are attacking the prison that he wants to occupy, and none of it makes sense.
Do you know what? It was a fuck up on their part, man. It was a pacing thing. Like, you know when he attacked the prison the first time with the
Yeah.
people from Woodbury, the shit that went down from that second prison encounter
They
was
should've
basically that was supposed to happen then. Like, there was only supposed to be one proper attack on the prison, man.
Yeah.
But
Well, that would make
they split it
sense.
in two because they wanted to drag out the season. Plus,
Yeah.
I think the first attack on the prison happened at the end of season 3, right? And
It did,
the
yeah.
second attack
Yeah.
was mid-season, season 4. So
No, but this is my point. They should have killed if they did an attack. They should have killed him off at the attack, which makes more sense because his first crew would have been 100% more loyal. But for some reason, this new one suddenly trusts this guy that comes out of nowhere and then becomes their leader within a matter of days, despite the fact that there's the guy who died, who they said he was drunk, he was playing golf, and he fell into the pit, and then the other one who he shot or something. I can't remember what he did with him. I was that angry. It didn't make any sense. And now you've told me that, it makes perfect sense. And why did they have a tank in the first place? I don't get that. Whereas, if it was Woodbury, it makes sense because they had all the heavy artillery, but they end up with a fucking tank. I don't know. I absolutely hated that bit, and it took a couple of episodes until I was saying to Jay that when Daryl starts telling you a bit more about his backstory, because he's one character who gets all right. It's quite funny because his brother's been part of it, and his brother dies and the rest of it. But up to that point, you don't really know much about his backstory until then. And there's always the peach snaps thing.
we're
which
talking
I-
about him and Beth getting pissed and just sharing their like stories, yeah, in that one house.
Yeah. Now this is quite embarrassing because I only watched it yesterday. But what happens to Beth? I actually cannot remember. I've drawn a complete blank.
She gets kidnapped, doesn't she?
She does. That's right. Right. Okay. I had that feeling in my head, but I couldn't remember. I just totally drawn a blank. I'm gonna have to go back and have a quick watch. But yeah. So over that, it's suddenly and then it got really good. That final episode is fucking awesome because Rick's a badass. He bites a motherfucker's guy's neck off.
Oh, that one with the crew that Daryl was running with,
Yes. Yeah, he just bites his neck. I was there watching it thinking, how the fuck they going to get out of this? And then I was like, I actually text Jay and Kaylee the same thing because Kaylee's a big fan of the series. I was like, what the fuck? Totally unexpected. So, and a badass Rick is got a lot of time in my book.
Jenny.
I love that.
Jenny, I'm glad you're watching Walking Dead, man. When you were watching season 2, right? Which
Oh, that was a while ago.
which camp did you fall into, man? Were you back in Rick or were you back in Shane?
Rick, man, fuck Shane.
See,
Shane's a little cunt.
Oh my god, get out of here.
I have to
No,
say,
man.
man, I was
How can you back
behind
Shane.
I was behind Shane in season 2.
No,
Shane
fuck-
gets shit done.
Fuck you guys. Shane broke the bro code. Sorry. No sympathy for the guy. No.
To be fair though, Rick now, current Rick, like he has a mentality like Shane from season 2. So
I'm sorry.
current
You-
Rick and Shane from season 2 would probably get on quite well. But Rick
Fuck
was a bit of a
no.
puss bag back then, man.
Do you know what the difference is? Rick didn't fuck his best mate's wife.
True. But I mean, in Shane's defense,
It doesn't matter because
he did think Rick was dead.
No, I'm sorry. No, that's not an excuse. That is not an excuse. That's the worst excuse ever. I'm sorry, mate. I thought you were dead. Like, what? What? You don't go near. It's the bro code. You just don't do it. Don't do it.
But so what I'm taking from all this is that you're actually really enjoying Walking Dead, then, mate. Yeah.
Well, I mean, season 3 was a bit of a write-off as well to me. It was a bit of a, it's like, oh, we hate Woodbury. Woodbury hates us. Let's fight. Oh no, wait. It was all a bit of that, and it was a bit stale. But yeah, it's getting better. And season 5, the way that's kicked off is
What
just.
about the bit where Jon Snow joins the Night Watch, man? Don't start watching that one, whatever you do.
What? No, do start watching that one. Game of Thrones is better than Walking Dead, mate.
Ooh.
I think
Johnny,
so.
what about that bit with Jon Snow joining the Night Watch?
Love that bit. He knows
you?
nothing, doesn't he?
He knows nothing, Jon Snow.
Oh, awesome. Johnny,
And
you've been up to... All right, cool, man. Johnny, what you been up to, dude? Talk to me.
Last Saturday, I went to our local video game store and I played The Evil Within. They had like a little lock-in session from like 7 till 9. I'm
really interested to hear what you think about this game because I have it sat right in front of me. I've literally just put it in my PS4, but I haven't played it at all yet. I'm going to start playing it as soon as we finish recording. So,
I enjoyed it. So the little segment that we played started from chapter 9, so it's quite a ways in. It's really good. I did enjoy it. The atmosphere is really good. The graphics, I'm not too sure if it was the TVs that we were using, but it did look a little bit fuzzy. The graphics, they're serviceable, and the lighting's good, and it's got good atmosphere. But yeah, I think it could be improved a little bit. Maybe you'll see. Maybe you'll agree. The gameplay is very good, very reminiscent of Resident Evil 4. I got quite a Silent Hills sort of tone from it as well, just sort of some of the monsters. I guess you've seen the guy who's got like just a safe on his head, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He reminds me
no,
of
but that
Pyramid
sounds amazing.
Yeah, he reminds me of Pyramid Head.
It's the sort of Pyramid Head and the big butcher type guy from Resi, isn't he? That sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a lot of like supernatural elements. There's like ghosts, like when you're doing things, you'll like see like ghost apparitions sort of like floating around sometimes, and it gets a bit strange. Some of the monsters will like just like teleport, and some of them you can't kill. You have to sort of run
That's pretty awesome.
from them. Yeah, so it's and you can hide as well. So like you can hide under beds or desks and hope they don't see you. And it's got a cool stealth element which I like. So you can crouch and sort of like sneak around. And if you get behind like the enemies, you sort of do like a one hit sort of stab in the head animation, and it's really satisfying doing that.
Was it a popular event?
There's about 20 of us, I think. Maybe
did
less,
alright
maybe
then.
about 15, maybe about 15, 20, yeah. So it was, it was all right. It was quite popular. They had like free snacks and stuff, so that was cool. I got an Evil Within t-shirt, which is cool.
Awesome.
Just for being there.
Yeah, just for showing up.
Fucking
That was
hell.
cool. But yeah, I had a good old time with it. I think, I don't know, yeah, I definitely think it's going to be a good game. I know there's been a lot of mixed reactions on the internet with reviews, but I've seen some reviews which are really, favourable and positive, and they said it's a great return to sort of that sort of genre. Yeah, I enjoyed it. So I hope you do, Ben.
Yeah, I hope so too, man. I'll let you know next week whether it's good or fucking terrible.
But yeah, like obviously they threw us straight into it, like at chapter 9, so I had to get sort of like used to the controls. One complaint that I had, and several others had as well, was the camera sometimes is a bit too close to your character because it's like over the shoulder, and because it's like so dark in a lot of the environments, and you're swinging around like trying to like look at things, it's can be a bit makes you sort of dizzy. But other than that, I thought it played relatively well and looked nice. Maybe you'll see about the graphics, but yeah. I wouldn't get it straight away. Like it's something that I would definitely pick up sort of when it comes down in price. So I think it'd be some good fun. But yeah, I was quite happy with it. It's
Cool,
better
man.
than I thought it would be. So
Sweet.
yeah. Other than that, well, you guys have spoken about Smash. I've been playing Smash on the 3DS. Been collecting the trophies.
You haven't told us why you like it though, and we hate it.
I think it's Smash solo player. I don't know. Every time we sort of play Smash, you play with a friend, and it's completely different when you play with a friend than when you play by yourself.
That's true.
Giggity.
It's not for you to do.
Yeah.
Do you know
That's
what?
a Janny thing.
I thought I'd let that one slide, but I appreciate that.
But Yeah, I think it's a solid Smash Bros. Game, and they've done a very good job on it with the 3DS version. The graphics are really nice, and it's very, I think that runs at 60 frames per second, right? It's very fluid, very fast.
Characters run at 60 and assist
Yeah, in
trophies run at
background.
30.
Yeah, which isn't a problem. Um, yeah, I think it's a good game. I think it is good. I think it's just Smash solo is never as good as playing with friends. And you guys never, well, we've never sort of met up and we didn't play it together, sort of thing, like sat on the same couch, just played multiplayer, which is what Smash is really.
Yeah.
Because you'd smash us out of the park and be the only one standing.
You
But
are
I,
scarily good at Smash, Johnny.
I'm not, I'm average. But I understand your guys' sort of complaints, and they are sort of true. Like, I'm playing with the normal 3DS, and the screen is a bit small. With when you're fighting two other characters, it's okay. But when there's four, it does get a bit messy. But I think, yeah, obviously the Wii U version will be better. There's no doubt in my mind that that'll be the one to get. So yeah, just wait for that.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty much. I think that's pretty much all I've done.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, mine's nice and easy, man. All I've played, I've got Evil Within now, but all I've played over the last week or so was the Bayonetta 2 demo for the Wii U,
Oh yeah.
which is freaking sweet, man. I was already quite excited for that game, but this demo just it solidified that I am definitely buying it, man. Like, there's no way I'm going to miss out on this.
It looks like really good.
I feel like the demo might have been a bad place to start though. Like,
Really?
yeah, I don't know where in the game that demo takes place, but it feels like it's pretty heavy spoilers, man, in that demo.
Really?
Yeah, I guess I can't give spoilers by saying what's in the demo. So,
Right. Yep.
the chick, the other witch chick from the first game,
Yep.
in the red suit, she fucking dies in the demo.
Wow.
At the end of the demo, she dies. I was like, what? She's a pretty major character. You probably shouldn't have put that in the demo. Like,
Maybe it's not for realsies. Maybe it's like at the start of a film where they show you something later on, but then it doesn't matter because it's all okay.
maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I hope you're right, man, because if it turns out that is like a chapter in the middle of the game or something, and she does actually die, then I'm gonna feel really fucking ripped off by that demo.
Fair enough.
But no,
yeah, that game looks amazing.
if you've played Bayonetta 1, then you know exactly what this game is, man. It's the same sort of frantic, fast-paced combat, lots of sexual innuendo, which is greatly appreciated by
In your
Ben.
endo.
In my endo. But no, everything, it feels like the first game, but better. It's quite hard to put your finger on what exactly they've changed. I'm assuming there's just numerous little changes and tweaks, but everything just feels smoother and faster and more responsive. Like, maybe the first game was like that as well, and I'm just sort of like remembering it wrong now that I've played this, but it feels good. It feels really good. And it's about time the Wii U had like a solid exclusive like this. So yeah, I definitely recommend it based on that demo, man. I'll let you know what the actual game's like when I get it. But yeah,
Cool.
that's pretty much it. That's me, man. So Jamie, I know that you have sorted out a little quiz for episode 50, man.
Well, yeah, I'm sat here reading it now and I'm going, how are we actually going to conduct a quiz on a podcast?
Well, I don't know. It's too fucking late to back out now.
Too late now.
Let's wing it.
If I give you a question,
Yeah.
what are you all going to do? Shout out your answers?
I guess we'll just go in a rotation. So if we go Johnny, Janny, me.
Or,
Well, my
or
paperwork
why don't we
says-
all write it in the chat, and then we all press enter at the same time, and then you can relay the
Oh,
results.
look
Because
at that.
that's so good. If we type it out and say nothing
Yeah, and then Jamie's the one.
on an audio podcast.
Yeah, and then Jamie will have to just say, like, I don't know, you could. I'm giving options here.
To
I
be
don't
honest,
see you
Well,
coming up with
at least he's
anything,
coming up with
biatch.
something. Look.
that
Yeah,
That
fuck
in-
you.
that in combination with us actually talking about it will probably work. So if you just type it into the Skype chat when you answer the question,
We'll
then
just be like, ooh,
that'll be
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you how this is going to work, right? I've got 3 rounds, and in each round there are 4 questions. Now, what I'll do is I'll ask you the 4 questions. Some of them might be multiple choice. Don't press enter until I finish the round, and we've got other little bits to talk about in between rounds, all right?
Okay.
And then while we're talking about other little bits, I'll check your answers and I'll come back to them at the end and tell you who got it all right and what's going on.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Should we do it that way?
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
All right then.
All right.
Building
go
it
on.
up for nothing.
I missed. Yeah.
I feel like there should be a little audio cue, man.
I don't know what you want. But anyway, so for Janny, who didn't listen,
Yep.
type all 4 of your answers and don't press enter until the round's over. All right?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Yeah.
We're going to do it that way. For those listening, I'm really sorry.
Do you want a number before? I'm sure Ben could
Oh.
probably edit it to go, here's round 1. Here's the answers to round 1. Round 2. Here's the answers to round 2.
I'm going to highlight this now. I'm knackered. You've made me wait to the end of the bloody week to do this. I'm knackered.
Damn it,
Let's
Johnny.
just fucking do it. Right. So round 1. Shall I just highlight again? Because we haven't really stopped and talked about it. But this is number 50. This is podcast 50.
Hi.
We're
pretty
happy
big-
that
pretty
we've
big
made
deal.
it that far. We've made it.
fucking
far.
made it.
At this rate, it will be the last one. Right, anyway. Question 1. Last week, we didn't do a podcast with a little N64 special, so I've got a little N64 question. I'll give you 2 games. Turok and GoldenEye. You need to tell me which one of those was released in the European market first. So get that typing into your little question box ready to press enter in a minute. Question 2. The game Fallout 3... I'm going to give you 3 choices here, because otherwise it'll be a bit hard. What year was the game set? 1977, 2177, or 2277? All right, so you got multiple choice. Give you a little bit of chance.
What?
What?
I missed. Can you repeat that one?
Fuck's sake, Jenny.
No, I'm being serious. Yeah, sorry.
Right, question 2. The game
Yes.
Fallout 3.
Fallout 3. Okay.
I'm going to give you 3 choices of the year it came out. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Not the year it came out. That's not
Yeah. The year.
because none of these would make sense. The year it's set: 1977, 2177, or 2277. That's your multiple choice. All right. Again with the multiple choice for question 3. The company Sega. I want you to tell me where they make their most money in the gaming industry. Is it through console gaming, PC gaming, or pachinko machines in the arcades in Japan? All right. Getting your answers down? Yeah? Good.
Yep.
Good. Right. I see you're all writing. Good. Little GSC related question, because we're special and it's about us. On the very first podcast, I'm going to be tricky here. I'm not going to give you multiple choice. What game had Johnny been playing in the What Have You Been Playing this week?
Oh, what?
I know, right?
Oh my god!
Bear in mind, that was on the 13th of April last year.
Even I don't know.
Johnny had been
Anyway,
playing.
right. That's the first 4 questions. Press enter on your answers when they're ready. But in the meantime, if you're happy to talk about it, I just want to touch on, sorry if you haven't seen it, Johnny, but there's been some complaints about this show from Janny. So I'd like to know what's going on with Gotham and what people are thinking of Gotham.
Cool. I don't mind talking about Gotham.
Please do.
Right. I mentioned it briefly in a previous podcast. I watched the pilot episode. I watched the second episode now as well. I think it's an okay show. But therein lies the biggest problem with it, right? It's only okay.
Sorry, okay.
Yeah. Janny, do you want to go first? Because I know you want to rip the show apart. Go on.
No. I
Give
want
the
you
downsides.
Oh, fucking hell. I don't know where to start. It's a mess. It's a complete and utter mess. I don't really know where to start. First of all, it's
You took a lot of fault with the acting.
the
You
acting
made it
is
seem
god
like it was
awful.
a cheesy show, but I couldn't see it. In all honesty,
The
I
acting
couldn't
and
see the
writing.
problem, so I'm quite happy to hear about this.
Right. Okay. The acting and writing. If you would be forgiven for thinking it might be a spoof, or if it had a poorer quality camera used, you would have been forgiven to thinking it was filmed in the 80s or written in the 80s. Yeah. Look, it's got the same problem that Whitechapel was. I think it was Whitechapel or whatever that other program I was watching. not long ago. Some of the actors, actually, I would say all of the actors are either overacting or just have no talent of doing it. I didn't believe, actually, minus the Penguin. The Penguin guy, he's awesome. The others, no. I didn't at all feeling engrossed in it. And I'm sorry, why the hell is Alfred Cockney?
Why not, man?
What do you mean? Why not? Right? They said that Bruce Wayne's parents, right?
Yeah.
Are the most powerful people in Gotham.
Yeah.
Right? They've got money. Are you trying to tell me that they suddenly got bored and thought, fuck it? Do you know what? We have all this money. We're all this powerful. Let's have a Cockney butler for a laugh.
What you got wrong with Landon?
Because he's also got a false Cockney accent, right? He's got this sort of I'm a level geezer, whatever, sort of vibe about him. I'm sorry. There's changing, or there's having a take on something. There's having an interpretation of something, and there's just doing the opposite for the sake of it.
Do you think his like put on Cockney accent's bad then?
I can tell you now, it's exactly the same accent as when he's in the Elementary series. He plays Lestrade in.
I can tell you now, it's his voice, man.
Yeah,
I don't care.
That's how he sounded in Dog Soldiers years ago, man.
Do you know what? I do not care because it's ill-fitting and it doesn't sound right.
I'm interested in why you went for the show, though, Gianni, because, I mean, obviously, the point to make about Gotham is they try and keep you away from Batman as much as possible, but let you see the rest of the world. But it's still a DC property, and I'm quite surprised you went for it because it's like based on a superhero property.
No, I get all that. And this is why I'm disappointed that we've got this budget, poorly acted, poorly written script. It's on the basis of if you were to watch it on mute, then you could say, oh, actually, this could be quite interesting. And that's the reason why it sounds like a ridiculous thing to say, because I heard stuff about it and I was like, oh, it's not your standard Batman. It's like well, a lot of it's based on what's his face, Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah.
Well, he's not Commissioner Gordon at this point. Yeah, and I thought, oh, that's really interesting. And no, and he looks like a poor man's Russell Crowe, and he acts like him as well.
What? I'm confused.
I will not have you speaking ill of Ryan Atwood, man.
I know.
No. All right. No, that's me being a dick. But I'm sorry. The acting is awful. I don't understand how you guys like it. What is there to like about it?
I didn't think the acting was that bad at all, man. And there was some instances in the show where I thought the acting was actually really good, specifically from his partner, man. Like some of the little interactions.
Yeah.
Some of the reactions between them.
Are you kidding?
Specifically at the end of the pilot, right, where Gordon is strung up and his partner comes in to like sort of rescue him, and he
makes that phone call and he's like, "Come on now, do us a favor," or whatever he says.
Yeah. And he's just really casual with them and stuff. And then he gets strung up as well. And then he's still speaking to them really casually whilst he's strung up. And then the criminal guy's like, come on, man. Like, you know how this works. If it was up to me, it would be just one in the head or whatever. But she's got her ways. You know how it is. I just thought that's awesome how they're so casual about this, like, horrific stuff, man. It, like, really drills home how fucked up Gotham is as a place.
No. Maybe I've been spoilt with the sort of stuff that BBC create with Luther and Sherlock, and I'm talking purely about actors now. Both of those, a lot of those actors I'd never, well, Luther especially.
It's not fair. It's not fair to compare them against Idris Elba. Because nobody's going to be better than Idris Elba.
I'm not. I'm saying the other characters, almost the bit part characters who only feature once or for one episode, right? Not one point did I think they're a bit shit. You know, they're trying to make a name for themselves. Not at all. I watched it and I thought this is brilliant. I watched Gotham and I just saw poor acting throughout. Or poor. I don't know if it's from the screenwriting or whatever, but it just seemed. I don't know. it seemed very amateurish.
Whilst we're having a bitch about Gotham, how's this? Yeah, in the first episode, they're like, "Oh, we killed an innocent man. We can't come forward with this." And I was thinking to myself, "Hang on, innocent man? You mean the one who just ran across the rooftop shooting at you and then tried to kill you with a knife?"
Oh,
Like,
hang on, I just remembered. All right.
he was an innocent man, was he? All right.
When Gordon turns up right to the crime scene and Little Wayne is sitting there crying his
Lil
eyes
Wayne.
Little Wayne.
Oh,
Right?
fucking hell.
He's sitting on the stairs, like crying his eyes out, and he goes, basically he says something on the lines of, "I know how you're feeling," and tells his story, and then goes on about that's how he became who he is now, or why he's fighting crime. And then the kid stops crying. I'm sorry, but if you're that age and you've just seen both your parents killed right in front of your face, I don't think anything that's been said to you is going to make you stop crying. No. I'm not going to suspend all fucking reality for this thing. I am coming down on this shit.
Yeah, but you need to keep in mind that this kid does eventually grow up and put on a bat suit and start fighting crime.
Eventually,
I don't think he's that sane to begin with, mate. To be honest,
bollocks. He's not streetwise at this point. He's just lost both his parents, and then the next bit where they go and visit him at the house or somewhere, and he's like talking to him in a professional way. Bollocks, absolute bollocks. I'm not having this, and I will not hear you guys tell me that this is good. Well, maybe I might have to reassess our friendship.
I'm going to tell you it's good, and then I'm going to move on. How's that?
Let's move on.
I'll tell you now, I'm hooked, and my wife sat down with me. Don't think she was going to be bothered that much, and then she was hooked, and she came away loving it too. But Johnny, I'm guessing you didn't catch it.
No.
I would like to see that you do though. Go on.
Yeah.
See
It's
if
on
you
right
can fit
now.
it.
I'm gonna watch it.
It's on right now.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Gosh. It'll be on
I
5
will.
on demand and so on. But
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right.
Give it a go.
One sec before we move off of it, right? 5. What the fuck are you thinking? Putting Gotham on at the same time as The Walking Dead in the UK? That is going to kill your ratings. You know you have similar audiences there. There's going to be audience bleed. They're going to choose Walking Dead over Gotham. Just saying. Anyway, let's move on.
Statistics there though, they still took higher ratings for anything shown on Channel 5 at that time of night in the history of Channel 5, I believe.
Oh wow!
I mean, The Walking Dead did hit 18 million viewers worldwide for the first episode, and Gotham in the UK had 2 million, which is a strong number. Strong number for it, very strong. But the thing is, you know, the best thing for me is I could record Gotham on TiVo and then watch it without the adverts afterwards.
It's exactly how I'm doing it, mate.
So I'm more than happy to do that. So that's not a problem. It's going to work out all right. Results from the first round. Just go back through. Just let you know then that Turok was released in the March of '97, and GoldenEye wasn't until the August of '97. So Ben, you missed out on that one.
Yes.
Fallout 3 was set in 2277. So Janny, you missed out. Janny went with 1977. Somebody didn't play it.
Because of the retro 50s aesthetics, mate. That's why,
Can I
right?
just say, I played it for about 2 hours. Back like 4 years. No, probably about 7
Did you bingo bango bongo? You don't want to leave the Congo.
I was
Anyway. Okay. Sega's money making. The pachinko profits they make actually outweigh the others 2-1 combined.
the rest of it
There was
sucked.
such a weird question that I had to.
So
go
there
with
had to be pachinko.
Yeah.
But I thought I'd just put it in there so I could talk about and keep saying pachinko. Like the word pachinko. Podcast number 1. I'm very sorry about this. Like I say, it was a year and a half ago. But it was actually Guacamole.
I would never have guessed.
Oh, wow.
Never.
Johnny's still in the lead.
Yes.
3 points. Anyway, round two. Let's have another go.
Let's do it.
The you know how I love my Nintendo. Captain Olimar's ship was called, or is called. There you go. Get your answers down.
Oh, fuck.
In Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, can you tell me the name of the main character, please? I will take the abbreviated format or his full name. If you get the full name, then you get the high fives.
Huh?
What?
I was too busy thinking of my first question.
The main character in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I would like his name, please.
Oh, shit!
Oh, yeah, there you go.
No.
Right. Sticking with the gangster shiz. Right. Saints Row. was originally going to be called one of the following three: Bling Bling, Fug Life, or the All Saints? Answers on a postcard. And another little GSC related one then to end that round. In the House of Spagnoli, can you tell me the surname of Gianni's girlfriend, Kate?
She has a surname.
Surname. Brought up many a time. But let's think then. While you're getting those answers down and sent over to me,
Yeah.
I want Gianni to do a bit more ranting.
No, don't.
Yeah, go on.
I feel bad. I've ranted about a lot.
Right. So we've had some problems with the recent release of Drive Club. I just see the word teapot getting put in the text. Sorry. Anyway, you the release of Drive Club was met very tainted. It didn't release with the PlayStation Plus edition as we'd been promised for the launch. Are you listening?
Yeah, sorry, I just want to draw attention to the fact that Jenny said the lead character of
Please don't.
GTA San Andreas is called Jamal. Just because he's black.
I knew there was a J. I knew there was a J. Oh, no, this is bad.
Fucking hell. Oh, right.
For the record, I knew it began with a J. I couldn't remember what it was.
Fucking
I took a best guess.
Carry on, Jenny.
Right. Gianni, talk to me. Drive Club, because we didn't talk about it in what you'd been doing / playing. Now, I'm in a position where I could upgrade to the full version for the $34.99. I was gonna just hang on for the PlayStation Plus version and give it a go, but it seems to be, well, far from coming now because they're having server issues. So, is it going to be a game that sells? Is it going to be a game worth upgrading for?
All right. First of all, I need to get that. All right. There's going to be a bit of a rant, a little bit off topic, because first of all, FIFA still doesn't fucking work, and means
What's got to do with Drive Club?
Right. No.
Sorry.
It's a day one. It's a day one purchase, right? Same as Drive Club, and well, actually, it's even worse than Drive Club because the update is the one that breaks the game. But yeah, Drive Club is pretty frustrating. The whole idea of it is this sort of, you create your club, you race, you get points for your club, you race other people, you still get more points for your club, and you can't do that. So what you're left with is PGR3, which is good, but it's getting stale already. Now, I'm already, personally, at my point, graphically, it's not fantastic. It looks good, right? It's good, but it's not fantastic. And it's still got the issues. I remember laughing about the fact that they hit a wall on the demo, or when they were trialing it, or whatever, showcasing it, and the car was scratched on the top, and I didn't understand why, and it somehow made it through to the release game. So if I'm going to be critical about something, that still pisses me off, because why put damage in there if the damage doesn't even come close to what it is?
Right.
All that aside, if you're a fan of PGR, which a lot of people were, this is a good title. It's very arcadey. It does have that sort of it's got the drifting. It's the races. I don't know if this is a good or a bad point. It's a good point for a lot of people because it keeps the racing closer. They do have that rubber banding effect. I've not been able to pull away from a pack. They always seem to be quite close to me, despite the fact me setting fastest lap after fastest lap. So, from a purist point of view, that's bad. From an arcadey point of view, it's still quite good because it means the races are always still quite exciting and keeps you on edge. Yeah, and all right, I did knock the graphics, but when you're inside the car, that's pretty cool. I don't think the customization on the sort of the livery or livery, however you want to pronounce it, is doesn't go far.
You can change
Yarging. Silent J. So yeah, overall, I don't know. How would you want me to score this?
Well, if look at it from my
what's
point.
my measurement?
if somebody has PlayStation Plus, obviously they're now waiting for that version that could also be considered a demo.
Yeah, let me interrupt.
Is it worth £35?
I wouldn't. If I were you, I wouldn't drop the money. I wouldn't drop the money just yet. Right? I'd wait for the demo because for 2 reasons. First of all, you can't anyway. You can't get the demo. Get the demo first because you may still end up buying it, but I would have been more comfortable trialing it first. Because had I trialed it, I may not have purchased it straight off. I don't know.
I'm starting to feel bad for Evolution, man. It's like they can't catch a break. Like,
granted, right?
Motorstorm Apocalypse, right, was a really fucking solid game. I really like Motorstorm Apocalypse.
Fuck off. No. All right. Motorstorm. No, I did not like any of that series, and I've made that clear, and I'm not going to let that drop. But anyway, you enjoyed it. That's fine.
The problem is they missed their release window because there was the whole tsunami in Japan thing. So they couldn't release on time because, tsunami effects happen in the game in one of the Apocalypse levels.
Yeah.
So that kind of screwed them there. So all of that marketing budget that they'd already spent on it and stuff was wasted because it got delayed by months. And now there's been this whole debacle with Drive Club coming out. And the fact that, I can't remember the dude's name, but the director of Gran Turismo...
Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah, that guy. He's been saying how much easier it is to develop for the PlayStation 4 and that we should probably expect the next GT game for PS4 to be next year, at the end of next year.
Oh, wow.
And when that comes out, that is going to completely kill Drive Club. Nobody's going to play Drive Club anymore once Gran Turismo comes out.
I need to interrupt you there. They're different games. They're different games.
True, but people are just going to look at realistic looking cars driving around a track, but they're going to see the Gran Turismo brand, and I just can't see that Gran Turismo and Drive Club can exist on the same system and both be profitable.
Well, I think they can because Gran Turismo isn't marketed for, say, you three, but it is for me. Drive Club, on the other hand, is. So,
yeah.
If that makes sense, it's the Drive Club's an arcade racer.
But has it got Link on a motorbike? It's not marketed for Johnny then.
Right. But Gran Turismo is for the purist racer. It's a simulator. And they're quite clever. They set it as a driving simulator, not as a racer or whatever. There's no sort of insinuation of a racer. It's a simulator. That's the difference. And that's why it goes head-to-head with Forza, which is probably the closest you're going to get to a simulator. The one that's going to blow everything out of the water is probably... oh shit, the name is totally dropped from my mind now. Project Cars? Is that the one that's got that realistic...
Is that going to blow people away? Yeah, that's the one. But
it's the one that they've marketed a lot on the graphics. And that's where Gran Turismo has always excelled. And if you put a Forza car and a Gran Turismo car, not the upscaled ones, but if you put the two together, the Gran Turismo ones always come up on top, interior and exterior. Project Cars, maybe. When I say I mean blow out the water, I mean potentially. On a playability wise, Drive Club is the arcade. It is for that sort of casual racer who wants a racer, doesn't want to do with all the tinkering, wants to jump into a track. That's Drive Club, and they've got that bit nailed down. I just don't think the single player is that robust. I mean, I'm probably about 3/4 of the way through, and I haven't really sessioned it that much.
Okay.
Yeah, the drifting's weird. They have these drift you've seen it in plenty of other games. You get these bits where you get to a checkpoint, you have to drift in that certain point, and it gives you a score. I haven't worked out yet how to maximize that. I've never really been that great at it, but whatever.
It's something that Dirt 3 did really well, though. Or Dirt 2, and maybe not. Then.
I sympathise with them because they've probably been under a lot of pressure from Sony, but I'm so pissed off. I'm getting really irritated that a lot of games now are coming out unfinished, and it's the gamers, the early adopting gamers, who are the ones that are paying the price for it. Right, Drive Club's a little bit different because it's a bit cheaper than it should be, or than you'd expect. but it's still on paper you're paying a full price and you're paying for a game that's half complete, and it is half complete because the main crux of it is missing. You can't go online. I mean, hell, I created a club and Scott can't even join it because the servers keep dropping. And I know they're working about it, but for the love of fucking God, do not release a game if it's not ready.
Especially the week after Forza Horizon 2.
Yeah.
Which could have my same amount of money and be a complete game with online.
Well, exactly. If you waited a week, I mean, if I was in your position, Jamie, I'd say to go for Forza for fuck's sake. Because
it was out the week before. It had that head start on the market. It was never going to be an issue, was it?
Yeah. So I'd say go for that because it works. You know, it doesn't even matter if the game's better or not. Overall, you've got a full game that works. You're getting your full money's worth.
I've got Bayonetta next week. I think I'll be alright.
Yeah, we do.
Bayonetta.
Okay.
Right.
It's enough for Drive Club. But
I think you
yeah,
buffered
just
that
wait.
little gap enough.
Wait for the demo.
Didn't take me that long to tick boxes. But no, thank you. I don't know. I don't know. I've been slowly edging towards possibly buying it, but the more texts I got from you saying, "Come on, let's go play," I thought, he's trying to sell me something here. He's trying to flog a dead horse. I'm out of here. Right. Anyway, round 2 then. Captain Olimer's ship was the SS Dolphin. Johnny's the only one who got that.
I'm surprised. I thought Ben would have got this.
Grand Theft Auto San Andreas' main character was not Jamal. It was CJ or Carl Jackson. So yeah, CJ.
Is
so,
it Jackson? I thought it was Johnson.
No, Carl Johnson. Sorry.
Yes,
I read that.
I should get half a point for that.
I could give you half a point. You can still be miles behind. Saints Row was originally to be named Bling Bling, and it was actually going to be released on PlayStation 1.
Well done, Jenny.
PlayStation
Jenny all
2.
over it, man.
Maybe PlayStation 2. I can't remember now.
Teapot.
It's old school.
What is
Teapot.
this? And
Right.
I got to stick with Jamal.
In the GSC House of Spagnoli, Kate's surname, I'll just tell you now, Gianni, no, it's not, you're still here, question.
Kate, you're still here.
It was Pistachio.
Pistachio.
Yeah.
Pistachio
Green
kind of sounds like teapot. What are you on about?
What? That was for the previous question.
Soon to be seen in episode, what am I up to now, 8 or 9 on the...
9?
I think it's 9, yeah.
I haven't finished editing it yet, man. It's been sat there for ages.
Can't
I'll
wait.
get that done. I'll get that done this week. Let's go for a third and final round.
Yeah.
Because at the moment, Johnny's winning. So let's, yeah.
Let's do it.
He's got 2
Ready.
points on you guys. Let's see if he can stick that way. I think he probably can with this one. Right, question 1. The first video game console to be played in space. There's not multiple choice. Just letting you have one.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
Space.
I know, yeah. Sticking with that whole space thing then. Question number 2. In Metroid series, the name of Samus's arch enemy.
Oh, that's a Johnny question.
Wait, say again, sorry?
The name of Samus's arch enemy.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine.
Oh, shit. No. Oh, no, I know this.
Question 3. On the original Xbox, the big, fat, chunky thing,
Yeah.
old one, what was the best-selling game?
It has to be.
Yeah, it has to be that one. And the final question, the original intro to the podcast, the one that we were using for quite a while,
Yeah.
was the version that Ben had for us was taken from a video game, but it's actually taken from a John Carpenter film. Can you name the film?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Give you guys a moment. I'll let Ben cut that little bit out.
Yeah, what
There we
moment?
go.
The silence is fine.
You're going to
No
leave all the
problem.
little time. I could talk to you a little bit, and we'll just see. There you go. All your answers are on screen. Let's do this. Right. The first...
Ridley. Of course it's Ridley.
Can I just point out on so question 1 of this round, none of you have got it right.
I didn't know it.
I
typed a Game Boy.
It's the original Game Boy.
Jamie, I typed Game Boy and thought, no, hang on, that wasn't.
But
Space
When I
wasn't
saw
invented
DS, I
then.
thought Game
Just
Boy.
in the last 10 years.
Space wasn't invented then, man.
Ben, why did we think they took a TV up with them into space
I
just
just
to play.
assumed there was monitors there, and maybe they played an Atari 2600. I don't know.
I typed Game Boy as well. I hate my life.
Oh, no.
None of us got points anyway.
Yeah, Russian cosmonaut Alexander Serebrov.
He was playing Tetris, wasn't he? Of course he was.
He was playing Tetris. It was on his console. He went up there, set some scores. It was sold off in an auction recently. I didn't bother writing down how much. I ran out of space. Just question number 2. Name of Samus's arch enemy. Ben, you've got 3 answers there.
Because I didn't know which one. It's either
Ridley. No, it is
Mother
Ridley.
Brain, or Kraid, right?
So what
It's
do we
Ridley.
do about Ben's answer then? Because
Well,
that's technically...
I
cheated.
technically, I put Ridley first.
No, you can't list every character in the game.
I put Ridley first. I put Ridley
might as
first.
well
I
put Samus.
I would have
multiple
accepted
choice, you don't get it.
If you just had Ridley, Mother Brain, then I would have been alright with it. But you put Kraid as well, which is obviously not her. No.
I put Ridley first. Ridley is the first thing I typed. Fuck
You
you
mixed
guys.
it.
Well, you spelled it wrong, so there we go.
Alright.
And,
whatever.
yeah. So Ripley, the big pterodactyl porn actress, is the arch enemy of Samus. The original Xbox, what was the best-selling game? It was indeed Halo 2. Johnny, you don't get that one. Johnny has got
Yeah,
Halo
fair
1.
enough.
You guys get
I
it.
almost went for Halo 1 because it was bundled with a lot of the consoles.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But then I remembered how massive Halo 2 was, like, online and stuff, and people would have bought that even if they didn't own the Halo console. So
Yeah, I just went with Halo 2 because everyone bums it. So. Wow,
And-
sorry. Go on.
And the original intro that we used for the podcast, it was taken from a film, and it's the original Assault on Precinct
of course
13.
Ben would get this.
Yush!
Ben didn't know that until recently when
I
I,
didn't.
played it.
Oh, okay.
A couple of months back. I
The
played-
original intro we were using was a remix from a game that I played when I was a kid on the Amiga called Xenon 2 Mega Blast.
Oh,
And
I
I-
played that game.
I had no idea that it was from a film or remixed from a film soundtrack until Jamie let me know
That's cool.
a couple of months back. Yeah.
When we were changing it, when I was starting to edit some videos together, I found some different versions of it. But anyway, that's some little quiz. I thought it would be quite nice to
It was
do something
fun.
a bit different because
This
we
feel
were
good.
trying to celebrate and we were
Yeah.
trying to do stuff. But let me tell you then,
I'm not
out
gonna
of a possible 12 points, Janny is in last place with 4.
Oh, fucking hell.
Gaming knowledge for the win. Ben is in second place with 5 points.
Yeah, fuck
Weak
you,
sauce.
Ben. You didn't even get half. And it's only that last question you won.
And Johnny wins with 6 points.
That's not even
Oh,
great, is
That's
it?
half. That's half. And I gave
It's
you
not
some
that
tough
bad.
questions in there, man.
That's
I
true.
did.
That's not too bad.
I did give you
Who
some
the
tough.
hell's going to know the name of my girlfriend, let alone her surname?
People who watch it.
Yeah, Jenny. You dick.
I love House of Spagnoli, but even then, I'm
Kate
not-
Pistachio is brought up a lot, man. I knew it was
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know she is. It's nuts.
If I could hit
Oh.
you right now.
Just move on.
Just move on and end it, Ben, because that is that's something special. But yeah, once again, you've got this podcast going out now on all the RSS type things, haven't you? And downloadable type things. So we're happy to have that, right? Are you just still thinking about nuts?
No, it's fine. What James is saying is, if you are still listening to us on YouTube and it's more convenient for you to just download us to an MP3 player, you can find the GSC podcast now on Libsyn, SoundCloud, and Podbean. So yeah, you just download us there. If you guys did better than us on the quiz there, let us know in the comments. It's not fucking hard, let's be honest. We did awful. And yeah, like us on Facebook. We're at GSC Games. You can follow us on Twitter at GSC_games. Our individual Twitter tags will be down in the description. Leave us a like and a comment, and we will see everyone next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.